Turfway Park, America's hottest thoroughbred racetrack. Welcome to All Horse Racing All the Time. I'm Alan, your host. In this video, we're going to talk about why Turfway Park is the hottest racetrack in America, and it has some unique reasons, and why you may be interested in playing some of the races there and watching it if you're unfamiliar with Turfway Park. Well, for starters, Turfway Park is located in Kentucky, America's horse racing capital, home of the biggest race in the world, the Kentucky Derby. A lot of quality races, Churchill Downs. What about Turfway Park? We'll begin with today. Today, Turfway Park is featuring the Turfway Park Synthetic Championships, has 4 races, 250K races, gigantic fields. Out of the 4 races, they're all in a row, 250K. All on synthetic, of course. All of these 3 of the 4 races, they had overflow fields, gigantic fields, and only one of them didn't completely fill, but it has 11 entries anyway. So what makes Turfway Park so hot? Let's begin with some of the unique reasons. It is a track that runs at night. It runs at night, but it's a huge track with gigantic fields, and every single race on that track is on the synthetic tapetum surface. So you got giant fields, it's at night, and it is an absolutely gorgeous track, gorgeous track. The tapetum shimmers like gold at night. The tote board, very, very colorful and unique. Got a tremendous announcer that calls the races. And I'll tell you, when you see these horses running, especially down the back stretch, and you see the golden track, the gigantic fields, and the backdrop is pitch black with these trees, these haunting trees, great trees that you see in the background. Of course, they're leaveless this time of year, and it's a different look. The whole track is electric, and with the gigantic fields, you get some tremendous payouts. What are some other unique reasons? Well, it's really bringing synthetic racing to the forefront here in America, and they're really presenting it here today with the synthetic championships over at Turfway Park, the 4 big races. And I know we have some other. What makes Turfway Park, the synthetic there, different from other tracks in the U.S. that also has the tapetum surfaces? You have, say, Gulfstream Park now has the tapetum. Golden Gate, had that. Turfway, Gulfstream Park, they have different surfaces. It's not the forefront racing, really not known for synthetic racing. And some people even shy away from Gulfstream a bit now because of the synthetic track over there. Not so with Turfway. Turfway, they don't have any other surface there. They focus 100% on the synthetic, and what happens is, since it's in Kentucky and they have big purses and quality fields, trainers bring these horses in, the top trainers from all across the United States, even Canada's. You get the Cassies coming in, bringing their entries there. So you got the Brad Coxes, Brendan Walsh, different trainers up and down across the United States. They bring their top horses there, many of them oftentimes for to break their maiden and 2-year-old races. So you get talent there. You have the big fields, and you have the gigantic payouts. You talk about the money, okay? As a racing fan, some fans say, oh, well, I'm really not interested in the money. I'm a racing fan. Come on. If you're playing the races, or if you're watching the races regularly, you are at least interested in making some money, right? That's part of the game. I don't know too many people that just watch horse racing strictly as a fan, watch the races and watch them all. There's money involved. And here, this track offers an opportunity to make a windfall. The payouts, I'll just give you an example with a few of the selections that I gave out yesterday in my daily live streams, which I cover different tracks in the United States, some of the top tracks. 3rd, 7th, and 9th races, I can just give you an example of some of the payouts here, and I gave out these selections. But this is just an example. Third race gave out in my selections a $74 winner. The exacta was $720. Seventh race, $24. I'm not counting the pennies, the change. So a $24 winner. The exacta was $578. And in the ninth, a $29 winner. Exacta was $215. Now think about that. You get that horse home, and with the exacta, with another one, you can play the exacta for $1, or you could play your rolling exotics, your $1 daily doubles, or your pick threes for 50 cents. You could spread a bit at this track, which I advise. You're getting massive, massive payouts at that track. And that's 3 bombs I'm just talking about right here. And there are 9 races on the card. So that's 1/3 of the card giving out a big, big hit. I love the first one, the $74 one, and it wasn't exactly that hard. It was a one that had blistering early speed, didn't have the best speed figures, but it went around the track, went wire to wire at 36-1. But that's the type of track, that's the type of track this is. You get the big payouts, and it's exciting. Some of you don't know about this track. Keep an eye on it. It's growing in popularity. But if you're into the money, and in night racing, it offers the night racing. No other track in the United States brings you that kind of night racing. You get smaller tracks that run in the evenings. You get your Mountaineers. You get your Delta Downs, Charlestown's running once in a while. These tracks. This is a different animal. Turfway Park is a different animal. They bring you giant, top quality races, top talent across the board, top jockeys, all there for this place. And that's even during the week. They run Wednesdays through Saturday. And to bring you that type of racing at night with those types of payouts, think about if you go away from racing even for a second, think about these scratch-off players. You see them when you go into the stores sometimes, some of the smaller stores, or 7-Elevens, somewhere around there. They'll buy $10, $20 worth of scratch-offs, and they would sit there and they would stand there and scratch off the tickets. They wouldn't even play the game, right? I'm not a lottery player, but when I do, the few occasions that I get them, or given one as a gift, sometimes people give you like a birthday gift or a holiday gift, and it's a card and it has some scratch-offs in there. Half the fun, all the fun for me is playing the game, right? Scratch the things off. Anyway, you got these people in, and then see if you won it, see it unfold, kind of like a race, a horse race, right? It all always goes back to racing. But these scratch-off players, they just scratch off the barcode to see if they won. And they put 10, 20, sometimes more into these scratch-offs. They might be so much better off, these people, if they learn how to read a racing form, for example, or even halfway decently understand the racing form, and put that $20 into a few daily doubles, or pick threes at this track. At least they could turn around and get back $1,000 or something if they hit, and they have a damn well better chance of hitting than they do on a scratch off. And the investment is fairly low. No matter how you size it up, 50-cent pick three, put something together, at least you have a chance to win something. Not like you buy four $5 scratch offs and you win one of them for $5. You get $5 back or 10. No, you have a chance to win something. You're better off doing a 3-and-3 daily double, and maybe you get something back, $100-something. One of these bombs come in, and these bombs, you can uncover them at this track. So what else? The electricity, again, the scenery, what the track looks like, the gigantic fields, and it's exciting racing. You're seeing top talent there, and you get money. You're getting money back. Now, and you watch these races unfold. You just can't beat it over at Turfway Park. I don't know of any other track like it. Bringing you that kind of racing at night, especially during the week. And these payouts, like you get big payouts every night. It's the most exciting track, I believe, in America, except, you get the Kentucky Derby and some big racing around other tracks. You get your Saratoga meets and your Del Mars and Santa Anita's, different tracks like that, but none of them bring the payouts to the table and the consistent giant fields that this track does. I mean, it's about the money. You could say it's not about the money. It is about the money. Are you watching horse racing and you're not at least interested in the money? Doesn't that make that somewhat exciting to you? I mean, for years, I was a giant horse racing fan, but I wasn't a player. I didn't, I got up for the big races, watched the big races, even went for the track for the big races. I might bet a couple bucks here and there, very small, just to see the race, just to see the race unfold. Most people aren't, but I watch the races consistently every single day for the tracks that I covered multiple tracks on my circuit that I do the shows for during the week every single day. So I'm up on it. I'll watch the races, whether I'm betting on these races or not. I handicap at least three tracks or more a day for the shows, the live stream selection shows that I put out there. And I'll watch these races, show them abreast of what's going on there. And it's really exciting. Even if I don't bet on the races and don't get a chance to watch them, I'll watch the replays the next day to see how my selections did. That's what I do. I'm all about horse racing. Is everybody like that? I'll watch the races. I'll look at things, even if I'm not betting, try and figure out who's going to win. If I'm watching it with friends, we'll make our make-believe bets or whatever. We're into it that way. Yeah, the main horse players or horse fans, they will do that. But the ones that are just in it for the money, this is the place to be. What do you think? So again, today, the Turfway Park Synthetic Championships, you got 4 races there tonight. The post time is 5:55 p.m. Eastern time. What do you think? Is Turfway Park the hottest track in America? I can't think of one that's more hotter on a consistent basis, especially this time of year and December when racing kind of cools off for a while. They run there from early December right through the end of March. During the week, Wednesdays through Saturday, and at night, gives you a chance something. I tell you, I get pumped up just thinking about it. What do you think? Turfway Park, hottest track in America? Put your comments down below. What do you think? Another track hotter? I say not, but what do you think? I want to thank everybody for watching. If you're playing today, best of luck and win big. And remember, may the horse always be with you.